All right, the Economic and Development Committee is now in session. Please note that all alders are present. Item number 47, resolution amending the boundaries of the Conrad Gardens Neighborhood Association. This item was asked to be held by Alderwoman Grisham, and if there's no objections, we would look to hold it for a committee of the whole meeting.
I move to hold this.
Is it going to go to committee of the whole, or is it going to
Yeah.
be in this committee?
I-
Will there be a committee of the whole meeting coming shortly? Or?
She requested it from President Haas. I don't know when that would happen, if it makes more sense to,
Sure, if you want to go committee of the whole, the motion would be to refer to committee of the whole.
Okay. I move that we refer to committee of the whole.
Second.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, no one opposed, the ayes have it. Item number 48, resolution to amend the loan terms of an existing economic and development loan with Lula May Aesthetic Boutique.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion.
Oh, any discussion?
Oh, aye.
Thank you.
Any
No
questions?
discussion.
Any discussion? No? All right, the ayes have it. Item 49, new Class B tavern and public entertainment license for Bourbon Bar and Grill, DBA Bourbon Bar and Grilled, 6300 West Lincoln, agent Manuel Gaudi Gonzalez. Are you present? Are you able to,
I'll go over there.
okay. Come on up here, please. All right, thanks for coming. So this is gonna be the old JD's Pub and Grill. Has JD's Pub and Grill surrendered their license?
So if approved, it would be conditioned upon the surrender of any existing license.
Okay. And can you kind of explain what kind of experience you guys have in the bar service industry?
So, my father has been in the industry, the restaurant more than 30 years. He currently owns two businesses right now, so this will be our third restaurant. This will be our first time with our liquor license. So as well, I'm one of the agents on the liquor license.
Okay, and you guys have taken all the courses of the alcohol and bartending courses?
Not the bartender courses, no.
Okay,
So, I mean, I don't know if we are required to take bartender courses, both of us.
I mean, you should, in order to have, you should know what the regulations are that, for the people that you're going to employ and be serving the customers.
Okay.
You know, over-serving is a big deal, carding. Very honestly, this prior location had about 30 calls of service for police presence, and we really, it doesn't need to repeat with this new location, so
We are gonna do more of a restaurant than a bar. We're opening early. So that's what our main focus is. We took out the pool table. We have more chairs in there. It's gonna be family owned, and we already talked to the community, to the neighbors. And, they're excited for us to come in as well.
and then,
Yes, we will take any additional courses that we need to have our license in place.
okay. And then you have the outdoor patio. What are the hours of the patio for serving food?
We're gonna do it until 11 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
Andrew?
yeah,
So if it's an outdoor area for food service, that's fine, but alcohol sales right now, we cut off at 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Well,
Outdoor area, unless you're.
oh, outdoor area. Okay, yeah, understood. 8 o'clock okay.
Madam Chair,
yes.
what are your hours for the restaurant and the bar itself?
10 in the morning to 11 p.m. That's for the restaurant. And for our liquor license, we want to close at 1 p.m. 1 a.m.
Okay.
We'll be done by 1.
Madam Chair, I'm looking at the notes here, and they're showing different hours. They're showing the bar going till 2 a.m.
Just, for additional, like, you know, to kick people out, to do the
Right.
cleaning, we're gonna be there until 2.
Okay.
But we want everybody out by 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
just in case.
So I have a couple other questions. You're not planning any hours on Mondays at all?
No,
Okay. You might want to edit your application to include Mondays, because what if, say, Cinco de Mayo was on a Monday?
Packer game?
yeah.
Packer game, Monday night, something.
Okay, so, we just wanna keep it open just in case we have an event, a
Right,
private event.
which is,
so-
but right now, the way your application reads, you would not be able to open on Mondays,
Okay,
because you don't have Monday listed.
okay,
Okay.
absolutely.
It's a common mistake, because you're not planning on opening Mondays, but there might be a time you want to.
Okay.
So you have 2 businesses already, and what are those businesses and where are they?
We're in Wabatosa.
And which restaurants?
Maybe more. It's a Cajun, bourbon chicken, and the grill, Maria's grill sauce.
Okay, so the bourbon in the name refers to the food item, like bourbon chicken, not bourbon whiskey. I mean, it's where the flavor comes from that. So this is not going to be like a bourbon bar.
No,
Okay. Because I saw the name and I'm thinking it's going to be a whiskey bar. And then
we
you tell
will
us
be
it's,
serving whiskey.
you will be
Yes.
serving whiskey. But
Yeah.
I was in the bar and restaurant business 40 years. I understand. But when you put bourbon in the name, I'm thinking it's going to be a bourbon whiskey bar. But it's really about your bourbon chicken.
Yeah,
Okay. And where's the other restaurant?
both of them are located inside Mayfair Mall.
Oh, so you have 2. And what's the other one?
Maria's Grilled Subs.
Okay, so these are like in the food court,
Yep.
food court, food hall. Who's going to live upstairs?
He will.
Okay, so you'll be
primary.
so although I was a little concerned, you said you already have 2 restaurants, now you're gonna have a third. How are you gonna keep an eye on 3 balls juggling in the air? But you're gonna be living here, and I assume the mall locations kind of run them, they don't run themselves, but it's a simpler
Yeah,
setup.
However, my daughters help me to run the other restaurants.
Okay.
Inside the mall, it's easy because it's both in the same area.
Yeah, no, I can picture that. Yeah, you probably use the same employees when you need to at both locations. I understand that, 100%. How did you guys get here today?
Driving.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
Currently, I don't. For driver license.
But neither of you have a driver's license.
He currently, no.
Yeah, because the record here showing you is suspended
Yeah, I have one unpaid, driver license
Yeah.
ticket, so yeah.
and a lengthy record. That is very concerning to me.
Well, not, okay, I need to see
How are
my
you getting home
record.
tonight?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, I guess that would be the only problem I have. I had concerns about the bourbon name and it being a whiskey bar. That was my big thing, you know. I'm glad you're going to live there. I like owner-occupied businesses, but the idea that neither of you have a driver's license and you didn't think anything at all about driving here today, I find a little disconcerting.
Understand?
So,
Madam Chair.
Yes.
So, Marty, read my notes. That was one of my items that I was going to bring up, but I also.
you have really bad handwriting, by the way.
I know, terrible, terrible. So I had a couple of follow-up questions. So it sounds like you're primarily going to be food, right, restaurant?
Yes.
But your application's got on here that you're 45% alcohol, 40% food. Is that what you would expect? And I guess maybe I'm looking to some of my more experienced folks in the room. Is that the numbers you would expect for a
That
restaurant?
would be mostly what you consider a restaurant. Now, the question is, are these gross numbers? I assume these are putting out gross numbers, not net profit, but we don't want to really get into the weeds in that. I think the fact that they took out the pool table is a good start. Is most of your seating table height, or is it bar height?
No, small.
It's mostly table heights. Are you going to have a children's menu?
Yes, and we have, little chairs for the patios for
Yeah,
outside for
yeah,
the kiddos.
yeah. So I guess I'm satisfied that they're going to be running a restaurant, or at least presenting it as a restaurant. But this not having a driver's license thing, we talk about this all the time, about reckless driving and consequences,
Well, I
And
can figure out my driver license ASAP. It's just a ticket that I have to pay, so that's my, one thing, I mean,
well, I understand that, but, you know,
Those
this
go
is,
back to
it's,
20.
December of '22, there's repeated offenses here. So from my end, I was concerned that like, hey, if there is a repeated disregard for the law, that will also come into things like ID checks and other rules. I was also curious, like I get you guys are doing it maybe more as a restaurant than what currently exists there. What else, what other ways were you guys looking to separate yourself from the prior business there that gets 30 police calls a year? What changes are you going to implement?
Well, he has a very good my father has a very good reputation on food. We used to cater family parties as well. I've been in the food industry, having my own food truck as well. So how we're not having yes, bar food, but we're having authentic family meals where we're gonna be able to cater to big meals with like, if you guys see our menu, we have like mac and cheese for the kiddos, mashed potatoes on the side. So that's how we're gonna, distinct ourselves from the people before. And how I said, my dad's gonna he's gonna be there for the beginning of, until we know, how I said, this is gonna be new, for us having our license as liquor license. So we wanna try it out. How I said, we don't know yet who's gonna be our crowd. Definitely no jukebox coming in there, people playing their own music. We wanna control the atmosphere and the energy that, stays there. So that's how we're gonna distinct ourselves.
Quick question, do you currently hold the occupancy permit and have all your permits for the location?
Occupancy permit was given to us, yes.
What else would be
Our
needed?
food
Kale?
license.
The food license, so the health inspection.
have our
Looks
health
like there, at one point was a outstanding payment of $113.32 that was still owed for probably some type of permit or license.
We paid our food, we just got our license on Monday for health inspection and food license. I know there was one for taxes, but they said they were gonna amend that.
yeah,
for
that was
the
personal
old-
property taxes. The
That was the
PPT
old
is
owner.
personal property tax.
So, again, concerns of the crowd that was already brought up at the last location, having two new agents that are, the bar world is different than the restaurant world, especially the restaurant world within a mall. There are some items that, the over-serving, can we make it a recommendation that both, this is for Attorney Decker, that both agents are required to pass their bartending license and obtain that license prior to us, or make it as a conditional use? Because I think the education of the alcohol serving is a lot different. Having held a bartender's license for 19 years, you have someone that might think they're okay, and they go from 0 to 100. So it's also how to handle those situations, how to de-escalate when something is going on, and it's this group versus this group, and before you know it's coming. Because part of me by bringing this up is not to say, if you have an issue, don't call the cops, because, it's contradictory. I'm like, oh, that bar had 30 calls for service. Well, some of those should have been justified that they absolutely should have called. But 30 calls makes me think, and this isn't on you guys, that's a completely mismanagement problem, that you can even have 30 calls in a year. So it's kind of like, we want you to work with the police department and you're gonna have cameras inside, I'm assuming, and outside.
Yes.
So by no way of us bringing that up is a deterrent, saying, if we have issues, we shouldn't call the cops because it's gonna impact our license. But it's knowing that you guys are potentially coming into a crowd that might help set you up for failure. And how to migrate through that. Attorney Decker?
Madam Chair, the way the law works is if the council would grant this license, we would not be able to add conditions necessarily after granting. But my suggestion would then be to hold this item and allow the applicants to obtain that certificate for bartending and address any other issues that the council wishes to have addressed. And then also if there is an issue with hours or operation, the council has the ability to impose a condition on the license that it operates as a principal business of restaurant for the duration of the license. So all those are options for the community to consider.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
I agree that I think they both need to have that. Just because like she said, you don't know, if you're going to have people serving, you want to know what the regulations are, the rules are. Like he said, he's been in the bar business for umpteen years, and it's a whole different standard of what you're dealing with. And then my other question would be, you did say you're going to have patio serving till 11, but that's going to be a little tricky if you can only serve alcohol till, what was it, 8?
8.
Because you're not going to be able, your servers and you as owners are going to have to manage that nobody's drinking outside. So how are you going to kind of work that?
Nine, that's fine.
No, they say 8 PM. Good
Just
stuff.
close the outdoor at 8?
8 PM.
Okay.
Well, yeah, well, again, back, like, we're willing to work with the community and with the police. We are willing to do that. You know, I know that the old owner did leave a bad taste to West Dallas, and we're already dealing with the permits, electricians, like plumbers. It's been very hard for us. So I understand your guys' concerns. How I said, we are willing to take any additional courses, but his primary language is Spanish. Would you guys have anything that would be easy for him to understand in that aspect?
The bartender license isn't through the city of West Dallas per se. You can look it up, and there is I'm pretty sure there's a Spanish option for it. Is it through the, I don't know, I think it's through the state.
State of Wisconsin.
It is too.
I know Wisconsin.
So they should have a Spanish option.
Question.
My recommendation would be that we hold this until the health inspection and the bartender license is obtained.
I have a couple more questions. if I
Yeah.
may. Have you bought the building already, or is the purchase contingent upon getting granted the license?
No, he made it really hard. I was actually the agent representing my dad. I obtained my real estate license as well. So that was part of our offer to purchase. But since he had another purchase coming up, he just wanted to rush everything. I did say, you know, I want to have all our license, and it just didn't happen that way.
So my concern is, I don't want to, I mean, I know what it's like trying to open a restaurant, and if we're going to add potentially weeks to your timeline. If everything had gone smoothly today, and I'm not saying it's not going smoothly, but what would be the soonest that you were planning on opening? When do you think you would have been ready to
We would
open?
have had a soft opening next week.
Okay, so that's your goal.
That was my goal.
Okay.
And have our grand opening the next week.
Yeah,
Saturday.
so you believe you're going to have all your permits and everything squared away by next week?
Our bartender license, I know the courses are like few hours.
Yeah,
Could you guys give us maybe like finish this in 2 weeks? If not, then I don't know how that would work, but
well, again, and just for everybody's edification, I think, so you're getting rid of the jukebox, that's good. So you're going to be playing primarily Hispanic or Mexican, Mexican music, or?
we don't want to theme the bar. But but we do jazz, calm music,
Okay.
80s, old freestyle. That we want to just keep the crowd.
Mellow.
Yes.
Are you applying for a dance permit? Are people going to be?
We did put our inside our entertainment 10%.
Yep. They are also applying for a public entertainment license and cigarette and tobacco license.
Okay,
yeah.
is there still a dance hall license?
No.
Okay, we got rid of that. That was the,
All rolled into public.
okay. I'm just trying to get a sense of how you picture your operation to be. Is it going to be like this bright in there, or?
It's bright. It's very different. It's
So it's,
many
yeah,
of you-
so that's gonna help keep out maybe the unwanted previous customers. The pool table gone is good.
Yeah.
very dark in there.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, I
bright.
Very dark in there.
I've been in every bar in West Dallas.
Me too.
Madam Chair.
But, yeah, I think you might find it might be a couple of weeks for you to get this license stuff squared away anyways. So I just didn't want to delay, I didn't want it to turn into like delaying you a month, because I understand you probably,
Well, we applied April 7th before we even purchased the building, but it was a lot of open permits, and that's what delayed us.
right.
And
Yeah,
then we
open,
didn't know that he didn't have all the requirements, so now that we're dealing with that.
Right,
So April 7th is where we apply, and we're already at May 7th.
yeah. And it'll be early June before, or we could grant it contingent upon them getting these, right, Attorney Decker?
I recommend against that.
Okay, we're gonna hold it?
Grants it, then there's nothing stopping them from getting the license.
Okay.
We're doing the meeting on May 21st.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
That's the next regular meeting.
yeah,
And if there is an option, just because there is an option to request a special meeting of council, but it would be an additional fee.
or they could wait till July 1st and then just get the license then, right?
So the licenses are, for the first year, are
Prorated anyways, that's right, yeah. I'm just trying not to drag it out, but we want it to be right, and I think we all want to be assured.
And we
of what-
respect that.
Okay,
So would you
Gonna
be in
hold it for
favor
2
of
weeks.
holding
Hold it for
until
2
May
weeks.
21st? Agenda, given that, to come back with the bartending license for both individuals, as well as, you know, potentially by then, the health permit completed by then.
The health department already granted us on Monday.
She said that.
I have it in my phone already.
Oh, okay, so it just wasn't on this. Okay, got it.
probably issued right after Nick sent that.
Oh, okay.
Monday, he sent it Monday, they got it.
So, and then at that time, we can also look to potentially adjust, if it's approved, the
Right.
hours.
and like I said, I would amend your application to include Mondays, just in case you want to be open on Monday. You know, we're not gonna make it on Monday, you know?
No, no.
We're not gonna say,
We
hey,
just make it.
And I,
So then the hours, I think what it is the proposed hours can stay as they are right now. It has on here Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah, we wanna-
Friday through Sunday, 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. You can't serve alcohol on the patio after 8 p.m., so that doesn't have to be applied for. That's kind of given within the approval. So then I think just amending to add Mondays to that, the 10 a.m. to the 2 a.m. So then what we'll do is hold, and then if you can come back the next meeting,
Okay.
May 21st, and then again, obtaining those bartending licenses.
So it's an
Spanish, I
additional,
just looked.
it will be an additional licensing to serve liquor on the patio after 9. Even if there's a private event that we want to host.
Go ahead, Attorney Decker.
So the ordinance currently says you cannot have outdoor service of alcohol after 8 p.m. in possession or service. There is the option to ask the council for an exception for hours. So if you want to do an extension, then it needs to be specifically approved in this license application.
Okay, so we have to.
so when
edit
you
that?
amend your license with the adding Mondays,
Yeah,
ask to, yeah, but don't ask for the world, ask for what you really want.
Right.
absolutely.
And, because that can always be adjusted, that time at any point you can ask for then the extension of premises to allow for that alcohol sales outside of
Yeah,
8 PM, like during summer.
Yeah, like
Memorial
baseball season.
to Labor Day. That could be a different process, so keep in mind, being new, you might just want to add Mondays, kind of roll with it a little bit. It's something that can always be brought back out, see how the crowd goes, see what the need is, and take it from there. That's obviously up to you, can't direct you, but,
Sounds good.
okay.
and
So
driver's license, please.
Oh, I'll get that squared away ASAP.
do we have to make a motion to hold?
No.
Just a motion to postpone to May 21st.
Anyone want to make that motion?
Sure, I'll make the motion to postpone till May 21st.
Second.
All right. Any other further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Time.
All right, number 50, Class B Tavern Seasonal Temporary Premise Extension Request for Nico's Pizza, 96. Second.
It's getting late.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And just to confirm, you're not having outdoor entertainment, correct?
Not,
Music?
yeah, we plan on having 1 or 2 events,
Okay,
but during the day,
so
for fundraising.
just make sure that's Memorial to Labor Day. No more than 32 total events, decibels no higher than 90. Are,
Madam Chair, I just noticed, though, it says May 1st, through September 29th. Is it extended to be beyond Labor Day? That's why it's on the committee agenda, not the consent agenda, so it is extended out.
So is the extension, so we can extend the premises to allow food service, and then can we regulate it just to have that outdoor entertainment or music is only allowed Memorial through Labor Day?
Yeah, so this is for the premises extension, both for the public entertainment and alcohol. If you wanna put any conditions on it, you have to do that before approving the motion.
Can you take it back?
I'll take mine back if you take yours.
I'll withdraw my motion or second or, yeah, withdraw my motion.
Okay. So is there a motion to approve the outdoor extension of premises from May 1st to September 29th, with the amendment being outdoor music or entertainment between May 31st, Memorial Weekend, and Labor Day weekend, no more than 32 events?
Motion to approve.
Second.
So he can open and stay, open sooner and stay open later, but he can only do music during
Yep,
those summer,
and
with
that's like
summer.
what we
Okay.
allow Polly's and every other.
That's good? Yep, okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. All right, number 51, ordinance to amend zoning code to prohibit the retail sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits.
To approve.
Second.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I have a question.
yes.
It's a question for Steve Scher. And so Steve, yeah, we had some discussion on the council floor, and yeah, I expressed my concern about prohibiting dog breeders. What's the state of the law in the city of West Allis right now, in your understanding? It might be for Dale also. Is dog breeders a permitted use out of a residential home?
Attorney Decker had looked it up previously.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't believe breeding is allowed in residential districts.
Yeah.
Breeding for compensation.
Yeah, yeah, but we all know that people still do that, but as long as it's not something that we receive a complaint about, there isn't any action taken, so.
Like most things, you know, it's an effort of enforcement, and
Yep.
so if there's an issue, we have to address it. So that's still to say to folks, if you're breeding for compensation in your home, you shouldn't be doing that. At least if you started after the ordinance was enacted, but, yeah, it's always a matter of enforcement.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have then. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, any other discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Number 52, conditional use permit for Tsunami Express Car Wash, a proposed car wash with accessory drive-through service at 10928 West Oklahoma.
Move approval.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Number 53, conditional use permit for Panera Bread, a proposed restaurant at 3020 South 108th Street.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Number 54, special event permit and zoning exception request for Novak Manor, a proposed temporary event space located at 9730 West Montana.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? I have just one item. You and Adam have done a good job working with the residents. We heard the feedback. Seems like it's being addressed. You know, you clean it up at night, maybe a walk in the mornings might help. But I feel that you guys have done the due diligence that has been needed to make this event successful. And hopefully not a complete burden on the neighbors. So, that's all I just wanted to state. Any further discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes,
when the vote is called, there's asked that we also ask for extensions in this.
okay. All right, so, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any, abstentions?
Present.
And anyone to deny? All right, then the ayes have it. And anything else come before the Economic and Development Committee?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. We are adjourned.
I will now call the administration committee.
We tricked you.
I will now call the administration committee to order. I note that all 5 members are present. Item number 40 is R 2024-0220, a resolution to approve a payment in lieu of taxes agreement between.
Motion to
the-
approve.
Second.
Is there any discussion? A resolution does not need a roll call. All in favor? Aye. Resolution is adopted, excuse me. Item number 41 is a claim by Dion Duke for alleged physical injury at South 75th and Lincoln on June 2nd, 2023. I see Attorney Decker is here. I assume we want to go into closed session? Okay, so for agenda item number 41, the administration committee may convene in closed session pursuant to the provisions of Wisconsin Statute Section 19.85, 1 sub G, for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel, the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. The administration committee may reconvene in open session after completion of the closed session to consider the balance of the agenda.
Motion to go into closed session.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. I'll call, will,
You do a roll call.
I do the roll call or you do? Okay, I'll do the roll call. Alderperson Keene.
Here. Aye. Here.
Alderperson Novak.
Aye, here.
Alderperson
We're going with
Grob.
aye.